All right, I'm here with Richard Suttle, who had a stand-up performance on both sides of the ball today. First of all, let's talk about that touchdown run you had today. You look like a guy that had a little bit of experience out there. It was the first chance that you really got to be the featured runner this year. Talk about that play and what that was like to make that play out there.
So it was a toss to the left there, and off the bat, Travis, of course, is always talking out there saying, "You run my side, run my side." We ran to the left, and he was open for a split second, but the whole entire defense just was shifting over to the left. So just a little patient, put my foot in the ground, wait till all the blocks, push the defense over to the left, and then cut it back to the right, and the hole was there.
When you jumped over that guy, I mean, what's going through your mind? What are you thinking at that point in time?
Well, I was just like, thank goodness I got over him. I didn't get my foot stuck into his face mask or anything. But there's a couple times today where kids picked me up. They were getting down lower than I was. So usually I'm not the biggest guy as far as height-wise, so I try to stay lower. But today were good tacklers. They stayed low. So a couple times I was like, I'm just going to go over them if they're going to get that low. So it was nice. I was just grateful I didn't hurt my ankle or anything coming down. So.
I mean, it was like an epic movie moment. I mean, the rain started, the team's down at halftime, and then you just break off this highlight run, and then it seems like it picks everybody up. How much impact do you think that had on picking everybody up at that point in time?
I mean, I think it was a pretty good run. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it really was a momentum shift, and after that, everyone was like, I want to get a piece now, I want to score. And so we have a lot of talent, a lot of good young players. So I think it was a nice play, but overall it was a bigger play, not because of what I did or what our team did in that play, but just because everyone else wanted a piece of the action and they wanted to go out there and score. So it was huge.
Being a part of a second half like that, after all the frustration, I mean, does that feel like 8 weeks worth of frustration for you guys to light out in 2 quarters there?
Yeah, it was nice. It was a really good experience. I mean, I think for the team as a whole, a little new coaching staff, even some different guys that haven't been able to get playing time. The biggest thing is just encouraging out there. We don't have nearly as much fighting and complaining and bad plays. I think that goes to say for the coaches themselves and some of the new system we have on defense as well. But even offense, and I think the biggest thing that I know as a player is encouragement, and that's going to help take the team to another level. You
had around a little over 20 guys here today. Do you feel that that group of guys is a good core that this team can build around?
I think it's a good core. I mean, realistically, can you go into a season but next year with 20 guys? I mean, you need to have more. But I think, like you said, I think it's a good core group of guys that are encouraging. We're out here to have fun and play hard. And so it was a good team win, and I wish them the best of their team.
Did you have fun out there when the conditions got nasty?
I did. It's always tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be a little more blisters in the feet and whatnot, but a little extra bruises than normal when it gets colder out here and rainy. But it's fun. It's always good to have a backyard brawl. With just some good guys. The other team, there was a couple guys a little chippy out there. For the most part, it was a fun game. Both teams didn't, no drastic fights or anything like the last time we played each other. There was some fights that broke out, so it was nice just to have a good competitive game.
Yep. And coming in, your teammate alongside you, Renault, had obviously the headline was him and Kilpatrick for Franklin County. They were tied for the league tackle lead coming in, and Kilpatrick gets ejected there in the second quarter, and then Renault goes on to have a nice day and build the tackle lead. What's it like knowing that your teammate's experiencing that now, and he's going to be atop the leaderboard going into the last week of the season?
I mean, he definitely deserves it. He's a great athlete. He's getting up there in age as far as how many years he's been playing in this league, but he's still phenomenal. He's fast, he's quick, he's smart. He doesn't lose his head out there, so he's a great leader. I hope, maybe if he decides to do another year, I really would be honored to play with him again. But it was a great experience, I think, for him, just to go out there and have fun. And again, he loves this, out in the rain, in the mud. But yeah, it was an honor, and I wish him the best.